Hi everybody, it's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy reading. The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. My little bird died this morning. I'm really struggling with it. I have to not blame myself, and an old wound of mine has been triggered through this, and I believe now at this moment this bird came into my life to help save me from myself, because I keep on bursting into tears thinking I should have done more, I should have done better, I should have done this, and it can't be the truth. It just can't be the truth, because it is what it is, and higher powers are always at work, and everything in this world is a gift for me. So I believe that this little bird actually came to save me from myself. So I'm working on that today. Always learning and growing, you know. So yeah, reading Lighten Up Your Life with Lisa, even on sad days. Yeah, coming at you with some positive energy. Reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie, and we are doing, wow, yep, this is it. Healing, September 12th, healing. And that's what came up for me today, like, how is this coming up again? How is it that I'm blaming myself for a death again? You know, healing is not linear. Meaning you don't just heal and then you move to the next. And like healing, you know, sometimes it goes like this. So you haven't, you know, fully, something isn't fully gone, and you have to like kind of dig in again and again when you're ready. So yeah, healing, September 12th. We should learn not to grow impatient with the slow healing process of time. We should discipline ourselves to recognize that there are many steps to be taken along. I don't like the word should there. We can discipline ourselves to recognize that there are many steps to be taken along the highway leading from sorrow to renewed serenity. We can, it says should, but I want to add in we can anticipate these stages in our emotional convalescence. Unbearable pain, poignant grief, empty days. My little apartment, after just 4 days of this bird chirping, it's like empty all of a sudden. But thank God for Gordy. I came home from a massage and I was going pee, and he came and he just started licking my face like never before, and all on this like left side. For some reason it was just all this side. He just kept licking and licking my tears and licking my face and licking like for like 5 minutes. It was glorious. So my house is not empty without the chirpy bird, but there's just a little emptiness, I guess. So yeah. We should anticipate these stages, we can anticipate these stages in our emotional convalescence. Unbearable pain, poignant grief, empty days, resistance to consolation, resistance to consolation. People have been trying to console me all day, and I've been sort of resisting. I've been accepting it, but then it turns on me after I'm gone out of their orbit. So disinterestedness in life, and gradually giving way. That it's all happening to the new weaving of a pattern of action and the acceptance of the irresistible challenge of life. Irresistible challenge of life. It's irresistible. I can't resist it. The challenges of life. So let me read that one last time. So we should anticipate these stages in our emotional convalescence: unbearable pain, poignant grief, empty days, resistance to consolation, disinterestedness in life, gradually giving way to the new weaving of a pattern of action, that acceptance of the irresistible challenge of life, to the new weaving of a pattern of action and the acceptance of the irresistible challenge of life. So all those things create a new pattern and to show us this challenge of life, which helps us learn and grow. I think it's all it's saying there. So that was like a quote. Okay, here we go. Recovery is a process. It is a gradual process, a healing process, and a spiritual process. It's all a process, and you got to trust the process. A journey rather than a destination. It's all about the journey, not the destination. And when we get there, we're going to die. When we get, it's over, right? See, it's not about the destination. It's about all, that's why they say stop and smell the roses. That's why we got to enjoy the moments as they're here. I just, you know, an old friend, someone that I knew back in the day, just passed away in a traumatic car accident, just like out of the blue. You know, we just never know. So enjoying the moments along the way, enjoying the now, staying present. I had to do a bunch of my channel breathing today, which is so helpful. I'm going to explain more of that when this book is done, but doing that channel breathing just kept bringing me back to my body, and it kept bringing me to like spots where, you know, the body keeps score. So when I just had a massage, and in the neck, I was like, oh, I started to cry in the massage, because I said, you're hitting the spot where I hold all the times I haven't been able to forgive myself. So it's a journey rather than a destination. Just as codependency takes on a life of its own and it's progressive and is progressive, so recovery is progressive. So just as codependency takes on a life of its own and is progressive, so recovery progresses. These things, healing takes a life of its own. We can't predict, you know, we can anticipate, but we can't predict. It all just happens as experiences come to us. It triggers an old wound that we got to look at. And especially when we're in recovery, we get this immense awareness. That's why recovery is so challenging. That's why everybody in the world is not in recovery, because recovery is hard. You have to face all your feelings. You have to face all these things, as opposed to avoiding it with shopping or thinking of others or drinking or drugging or gambling or obsessive think, all these things that we do to avoid ourselves, to get out of ourselves. You know, in recovery, we stay with it and we face everything. So one thing leads to another, and then other things, as well as us. And these things all get better. We can relax, do our part, and let the rest happen. Relax, just do what you got to do in this moment and let the rest happen. Here's your prayer for today. Today I will trust this process and this journey that I have undertaken. I chose this journey. There was a part of my soul, you know, before I splatted into this physical reality, the energy of Lisa, you know, said, the soul of Lisa said, okay, I need to go into this life. I know, to learn to learn to forgive myself, probably, to learn how to stand on my own 2 feet, you know, like being adopted, and then my mother dying when I was 12, and then a stepmother that came into my life that rejected me. You know, I chose these things to learn something, to learn that no matter what, I can love myself. And I'm still learning that process. Here's your prayer one more time. Today, I will trust this process and this journey that I have undertaken. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for just participating. Hit subscribe so I know I'm not alone and that this is helping you too. Give me a thumbs up and go have a blessed day loving yourself. I love you all. Thank you.